Have you ever wondered how much time you really have left after turning 70? What if your own body is quietly dropping clues about your future and you just haven't noticed them yet? And most surprising of all, the key to your longevity may not be hidden in a doctor's report, but in something as simple as how you walk or shake hands. Once you pass the age of 70, something shifts. Each year starts to feel more precious, like a gift you want to make the most of. And here's the truth, your body has already started sending signals about how long you might still live. The question is, are you listening? Some people in their 70s still wake up full of energy with minds that are sharp and limbs that move with ease. Others, however, find themselves slowing down, tired more often, battling health issues, and struggling to do things they once did without a second thought. So what separates these two groups? According to doctors and scientists, the answer often lies in just a few crucial signs, small, subtle indicators that carry big meaning. They aren't myths or guesses. These signs are backed by years of research on individuals who have lived long, vibrant lives, and if you know what to look for, you can read these signs in your own body too. In today's video, we'll break down 7 specific signs that could reveal how long you may live after the age of 70. More importantly, we'll also show you what you can do right now to strengthen these signs and give yourself the best chance of living not just longer, but better. Stay with us until the end, because some of these signs might seem minor at first, but overlooking them could cost you years of good health. Once you understand them, you'll be able to take clear, practical steps toward improving your longevity and maintaining your independence. Your walking speed. Let's start with one of the most surprising indicators of life expectancy, your walking speed. It may seem simple, but research has shown again and again that people in their 70s who walk at a steady, brisk pace tend to live significantly longer than those who walk slowly or struggle with movement. Why? Because your walking speed reflects more than just mobility. It's linked to your heart, your muscles, your coordination, and even your brain health. Picture this: Joe and Frank are both 75 years old. Joe goes for a morning walk every day. He keeps a steady rhythm, crosses streets with confidence, and climbs stairs without hesitation. His movements are strong, smooth, and balanced. Frank, on the other hand, has gradually slowed down. He now finds it harder to keep up with others. He often needs breaks, and his footing feels less secure. While Joe's pace shows that his body systems are still in sync and resilient, Frank's slowing steps suggest that something deeper may be going wrong. A slower or unsteady walk is often an early sign of muscle weakness, poor circulation, or even neurological changes. And since your legs are literally the foundation of your body, weakening here can ripple through your overall health. But here's the good news. Walking speed isn't fixed, it can improve. With consistent effort like walking more frequently, doing simple leg exercises, or using light resistance training, you can regain strength and speed. So take notice of how you walk. Your pace isn't just about getting from point A to B. It might be the clearest, simplest way your body tells you how much longer you'll keep moving. Your grip strength. Now let's move on to something even more surprising. Your grip. Yes, the strength of your handshake can be a powerful predictor of your overall vitality. Studies have found that grip strength closely reflects the condition of your muscles, your nervous system, and even your cardiovascular health. Let's meet Robert and Walter Poe, 78. Robert still has a firm handshake. He enjoys light weightlifting and has no trouble opening jars or carrying groceries. Walter, in contrast, has started to notice that even basic tasks like unscrewing a bottle cap or holding a shopping bag feel harder than they used to. He brushed it off as normal aging, but in reality it was his body warning him about shrinking muscle mass and increasing frailty. Grip strength matters more than you might think. A weakening grip often goes hand in hand with muscle decline throughout the body. And the more muscle you lose, the harder it becomes to remain active, mobile, and independent. Fortunately, you can fight back. Simple actions like squeezing a tennis ball using hand grippers or lifting light weights can help restore strength in your hands and arms. So take a moment right now. Squeeze your hand into a fist. Does it feel strong and stable, or do you sense a loss of control? That subtle difference could be telling you a lot about your future. How well you hold on today may determine how well you hold on to your quality of life in the years to come. So far, we've talked about how walking and gripping, two everyday actions, can quietly reveal the state of your health and your future. But we're not done yet. In the next section, we'll uncover more powerful signs that may surprise you even more. Shall we continue? Earlier, we explored how walking speed and grip strength can silently reveal the state of your health. But there's another powerful sign your body gives, and it's something as simple as standing still, your ability to stand on one leg. Balance, it's not something most people think about until it starts to disappear. But did you know that your ability to stand on one leg for just 10 seconds could reveal how long you'll live? This isn't just a random challenge. It's one of the most reliable predictors of longevity. In older adults, research has shown that people who struggle with balance are more prone to falls, injuries, and even cognitive issues. Meanwhile, those who can maintain their balance well into their 70s and 80s tend to enjoy longer, more independent lives. Let's take a look at two women, Carol and Nancy. They're both in their early 70s. Carol has always stayed active. She practices yoga, goes on morning walks, and can effortlessly lift one foot off the floor and hold it for several seconds without wobbling. Nancy, on the other hand, hasn't paid much attention to her physical coordination. When she attempts the same one-leg test, she immediately starts tipping over and has to grab onto a chair to steady herself. What Nancy may not realize is that poor balance isn't just an inconvenience. It's often a sign of deeper issues. Your ability to balance depends on several systems working together: strong legs, a responsive nervous system, and a sharp brain. When any of those begin to decline, your stability is one of the first things to suffer. So ask yourself, do you find yourself stumbling more often, needing to reach for walls or furniture to stay steady, feeling off balance when turning too quickly? These are subtle but important signs. The good news, you can work on it with daily balance exercises like standing on one foot, walking heel to toe along a line, or practicing Tai Chi. You can actually retrain your body and regain confidence in your movement. Try this right now. Stand tall and lift one foot a few inches off the ground. Can you hold that position for 10 seconds without grabbing anything? If not, don't panic, but don't ignore it either. Your body may be urging you to act before small stumbles turn into bigger risk your sleeping patterns. Next, let's talk about something that affects every part of your well-being: your sleep after 70. How well you sleep becomes a powerful predictor of how well you live. Sleep is not just a time of rest. It's when your body heals your brain, clears out toxins, and your immune system regenerates. High-quality, consistent sleep is associated with a longer, healthier life. On the flip side, poor sleep can increase your risk of memory decline, heart disease, and even a weakened immune system. Let's meet Henry and Bill, two men in their mid-70s. Henry follows a steady bedtime routine, gets around 7 hours of sleep nightly, and wakes up feeling refreshed. Bill, however, struggles with sleep tossing and turning, waking up multiple times a night, and sometimes lying awake for hours. Over time, Henry remains mentally sharp and physically energetic. Bill, on the other hand, begins to suffer from brain fog, fatigue during the day, and even fluctuating blood pressure. If you often wake up in the middle of the night, struggle to fall back asleep, or feel tired even after spending hours in bed, your body might be sending a warning. Common sleep disruptors include stress, irregular routines, heavy evening meals, or health conditions like sleep apnea. Thankfully, improving sleep doesn't always require drastic changes. Avoid screens before bedtime. Get some morning sunlight. Follow a calming bedtime ritual, and keep your sleep schedule consistent even on weekends. These small adjustments can lead to better sleep and better health. Remember, sleep isn't just about feeling rested, it's about keeping your body and mind operating at their full potential. So tonight, check in with yourself. Is your sleep nourishing or draining you? Because how you sleep now may very well determine how strong, alert, and healthy you remain in the years ahead. Your appetite and eating habits. Now let's turn to another deeply revealing sign: your appetite. After 70, the way you eat becomes one of the most accurate reflections of your internal health. A healthy appetite paired with balanced meals keeps your muscles strong, your energy up, and your immune system resilient. But when appetite fades or eating habits change for the worse, it may signal that something inside is no longer working as it should. Take Margaret and Susan, two 74-year-old women. Margaret enjoys food, cooks her own meals, eats a variety of fresh produce and protein, and maintains a healthy weight. She feels energized and takes pride in preparing what she eats. Susan, however, finds herself skipping meals. She doesn't feel as hungry anymore, often chooses packaged snacks, and has lost weight without trying. What she doesn't realize is that her reduced appetite may be a sign of nutrient malabsorption, hormonal changes, or early signs of frailty. As we age, a lack of appetite can lead to dangerous outcomes: muscle loss, decreased energy, weakened immunity, and even an increased risk of falls. If you find yourself feeling full, quickly losing interest in meals, or experiencing unexplained weight loss, don't just shrug it off. Your body is asking for attention. Start by prioritizing whole foods, vegetables, lean protein, healthy fats, and fiber-rich carbs. Stay hydrated and monitor how your appetite changes over time. A shrinking appetite doesn't just affect your weight, it can affect your independence, your strength, and your ability to heal from illness. So here's the question: are you eating to stay alive or to stay strong? Because the way you nourish your body today will shape how well it carries you into tomorrow. By now, we've explored 5 major signals your body might be giving you. Signals that hint at your future health and longevity. But we still have 2 more powerful signs to go, ones that you might never have connected to how long you'll live. Ready to discover what they are? Let's continue. So far, we've explored how your body speaks to you through movement, sleep, and nutrition. But your emotional resilience and your relationships may be just as important when it comes to predicting how long and how well you'll live. Your ability to handle stress. By the time we reach our 70s, life has already handed us decades of challenges. But how we respond to those challenges now can shape our future in more ways than we might realize. Chronic stress doesn't just affect how we feel. It actually changes how our body functions from the inside out. Your ability to manage stress after 70 is a powerful predictor of longevity. Persistent stress weakens the immune system, raises blood pressure, increases the risk of heart disease, and even speeds up the aging process at the cellular level. But those who learn to process life's difficulties with calmness and resilience often stay healthier, more energetic, and mentally sharper into their later years. Let's look at 2 men, John and Richard, both 76. They've both faced their share of hardships, health scares, family disagreements, unexpected financial hurdles. But their responses are worlds apart. John approaches problems with perspective. He takes deep breaths, talks to friends, and finds small joys in everyday life. Richard, however, holds on to stress like a clenched fist. He worries constantly, loses sleep over small things, and often feels overwhelmed even by minor inconveniences. Over time, the difference becomes clear. John remains stable, upbeat, and physically active. Richard, on the other hand, begins to experience elevated blood pressure, poor sleep, and declining energy, classic signs of prolonged stress taking its toll. If you often feel tense, easily irritated, or emotionally exhausted, don't ignore it. Chronic stress is a slow but powerful drain on your health. But here's the hopeful part: stress is manageable. Mindfulness breathing exercises, gentle physical activity, prayer, journaling, and even laughter can work wonders. And ask yourself, when faced with problems, do you adapt and move forward, or do you dwell and worry? How you respond may be one of the most important choices you make for your long-term health. Your social connections. The final sign may surprise you, not because it's rare, but because it's often overlooked: the strength of your relationships. After 70, your social ties are more than just emotional comfort. They're a critical factor in how long you live. Numerous studies have shown that seniors who maintain active social lives through friendships, family, or community experience better mental health, stronger immune function, and a lower risk of early death. In contrast, loneliness has been linked to depression, cognitive decline, heart disease, and other serious conditions. Let's consider Eleanor and Barbara both. 7. Eleanor maintains strong connections. She chats with her friends regularly, attends a book club, and enjoys weekend dinners with family. These moments of laughter and shared stories keep her spirit lively and her brain engaged. Barbara, however, has become increasingly isolated. She's lost touch with old friends, rarely reaches out to loved ones, and spends most of her time alone. Slowly, the quiet begins to weigh on her. Her mood declines and her health begins to follow. Human connection is powerful. It activates brain function, lowers cortisol levels, and even improves sleep. If you found yourself avoiding social contact, skipping calls, or withdrawing from group activities, it's time to reconnect, and it doesn't have to be complicated. Even small steps like calling a friend, joining a local group, volunteering, or simply greeting neighbors with a smile can make a meaningful difference. Your connections can be your lifeline, both emotionally and physically. Now that we've covered all 7 signs, take a quiet moment to reflect. Are you noticing any subtle changes in yourself? Is your body, your mind, or your mood telling you something you haven't fully acknowledged yet? Here's the encouraging truth. Many of these signs, your pace, your strength, your balance, sleep, appetite, stress, response, and social habits, are not fixed. They're flexible, they can improve. Longevity isn't about guessing the number of years you have left. It's about making those years vibrant and meaningful. And it starts with small intentional steps. Walk a little more, eat a little better, sleep with purpose, reconnect with others, breathe through stress, strengthen what's weak. Because in the end, it's not just about living longer, it's about living fully with clarity, connection, and joy. Thank you for spending time with us today. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and share the one insight that stood out to you and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your voice matters, and your story could inspire someone else watching this video. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any upcoming content. Your support truly helps us create more videos to inform, empower, and uplift people like you. Until next time, stay strong, stay hopeful, and keep moving forward.